You simply can't afford not to be safe.
Every trade, every worker has to take responsibility for safety.
Well, I think in many cases it's seen as a burden, and therein lies the opportunity.
I think it makes sense to be safe.
You either have a good work site which has things working properly and workers going home safely, or you have a sloppily managed work site, in which case you've got a whole range of problems, of which safety is the most important one.
Businesses need to make sure that not only do they provide a safe workplace, but that it's a workplace that is conducive to conducting the business that they're in.
If one of your workers is injured, and most companies in British Columbia have fewer than 5 employees, that's up to 20% of your workforce that's injured. That affects your productivity, your ability to compete. And where employers and employees work together to have a joint approach to health and safety, things do run more smoothly.
Safety is a key issue in most industrial workplaces, and this one especially, because in a sawmill environment there are a lot of activities that can be hazardous or dangerous. A lot of wood and product moving around that can cause injuries, so we just try to keep everybody aware of the safety factors. It's impossible to run a sawmill without people trained properly in aspects of grading, lumber production, lumber recovery, and safety. If you're not safety oriented, you can get yourself in a situation where you're running an operation and you have people coming onto the work site injuring themselves, and in the long run it may cost you a lot more than you think because of lost time and lost productivity. We depend on the whole team here. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, first of all, you want your staff to be safe, you want productivity, and you want their attendance, you want morale, and I think that the more you get your staff involved, the less work it's actually going to be for you as an owner or as a manager. The staff tend to take ownership and feel empowered by it, and they kind of run with it on their own. Just a few bad accidents could really hurt, especially a small employer.
I think the most common injury would be a back injury, reason being because they're flipping mattresses, the way they make the bed, the way they bend over, pushing around carts up and down stairs. We give them extensive training, usually about 16 hours, on the proper way, like to bend, the proper things to do, the proper way to make beds, clean, lift things, so on and so forth.
Well, for us, we've spent quite a bit of time focusing on health and safety. We've developed some safe work procedures that are key. We're in a high-risk business. There's certainly, our guys face a lot of hazards on the job. They have to be aware of it, and really for us, safety is an attitude. And we've tried to instill in the people that work here an attitude that they take responsibility for their own safety, which they've done. And we really look at it as an opportunity to distinguish ourselves from competition that we may face. And there are more and more companies that are looking for safety as a requirement to work for them. So we really look at it as an opportunity for us. Work safely today. Both your family and your company depend on it, and we don't want to be doing anything that sees any of our people getting hurt. I think our guys all understand that there's nothing that we do that's worth getting hurt for.
When you know that you're problem solving and you're solving those problems right away the best you can, then they know that they're being heard, and that seems to work really well for us. And it is a small staff. We work really closely together, and we're on each other's heels all the time because our retail area is small. It's really important for me to listen to those concerns. Communication is so important. If they feel that I need a day's break from the lifting, I'll give that to them, but I can't help them out if they don't communicate with me.
The impact on someone who's not safe is felt both on the job site specifically and in the office, in the business office itself. So the repercussions are immediate and long-term. In construction, everything comes down to cost. It's very competitive. The markups are very low. So anything that adds cost to the overall operation comes off the bottom line.
The critical things from our point of view are selecting workers with the capacity to work safely. That is, hiring, training, and supervision are the three main elements that we encourage our contractors to come to terms with.
And we definitely promote health and safety and involvement as much as possible. So people are concerned about their fellow worker, and they wouldn't want to see anyone go off sick and worry about them when they're gone.
When we have people coming into the store on a regular basis and they see that the staff is happy, then they feel that this is a nice environment to come in and shop.
Will ever be able to grow to its potential or be the best company in its segment without having a focus on safety.
Well, businesses have got to work more closely with the WCB itself. They produce great information, pamphlets and brochures and online instruction for businesses to take advantage of, and we would encourage them to do so.
By making workplace safety a priority, by being proactive, that creates a better work environment, your employees are happy, your customers are satisfied, it's repeat business. It makes good business sense.